Beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Beautiful ignited souls. Oh, breathe, breathe. Mother Eve says breathe. Okay, so welcome. I am your partner in crime. What's the crime? This is where we are learning about the 14 gods, not what no one else have told you. And that we and the Christian thread of spirituality. Let's put it this way. The Christian thread of spirituality actually worship the 14 gods, but they don't know this. This is like not very clever, we should say. But it's not about being clever. It's about being wise. We have been asked to seek wisdom and understanding. Okay, so let's do something. I have been looking at like copper, and I thought, well, a viewer asked about silver. We did something on silver, but I've been itching to do the 30 pieces of silver, because everything evolved around the sacrifice template, meaning the story of Jesus Christ being crucified on the cross for mankind to save mankind. Now we need to understand actually the word save. Yeah, the word save. I have got to do another. I'm sure I have covered the word save, but just let's look at this. Christ came to do this. It's save, and it's 1-1. Whenever you see 1-1, know that this is like a restart, a reset as well. So this is 4-5, and so this is 10-11. So this is came to save mankind, people. This is number 11, and I have done quite a lot on 11, and I want people to understand the dynamics of 11 to show that we all have got this master number in our makeup somehow, because this is like the it's almost like your GPS and your start point, and you have seen where you start, and it's telling you where you are going to end, your destination. So Jesus came as 11 because Jesus equals 11, and so became the Christ as number 5, but of course had to go for 7 and 5 and so on. Okay, so Christ died to save us. Who is us? The 31, which is us. Like this, because we are on the us ship. Remember? 3-1, and that is 4. And of course, when we do the numerical value for the word for, F-O-U-R, which is 4 letters, this gives us 24, and 2 plus 4 is 6. This is where we come to really realizing who we are as number 33 as well, the 33 degrees. Now, what I want to really talk about is the silver, 30 pieces of silver. Let's look at THIRTY, 30 pieces, PIECES, of silver. This is how it's written, SILVER. Okay, now let's just use a bit of contrast for this. 30 is just to do all this. So this is 289927. This comes to 37. 3 plus 7 is 10, so we'll say this is 1. Pieces, let's see what pieces is, because I don't remember what pieces is. I know it comes to 3, like maybe 30 or so, but let's look at, so I'll put this as 7 9 5 3 5 1. Okay, so this is how I count. This is 10, this is 20, this is 25, this is 30. So I was correct. I have a good memory. And this is 3. 6 plus 6 is 12, so this is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we have 1 free free. Let's see, silver is free. But I'm going to do this for you because when it says 30 pieces of silver, I want you to see, people, and really get it, that this Bible that we have different layers of information, but more than anything else, the information is within our cell, within our cell, which we are, or cells, you could say. Let's have the S. This is Mother Eve, and this comes to 15, which is 3 5 3 3 1. Adding this together comes to 15. 15 is where? Is right here. This is whenever we remember something new, or we are doing something new, which we are always doing something new, but we need to be conscious of this, then we are in 15. Now, while I'm here, check number 5, because this is the gift of language. We have letters and numbers. So 5 plus 6, because 6 derives from 3 5s of 15. This has the numerical value of 15. 1 plus 5 is 6, and this is why we have 6 here. So you can see when we do this with each column, we end up with 365, 365, 365. Now adding the 3 blocks, we have 9, 9, 9. And I've had some delicious information to really explain how this 999 comes again, because you get all the teachers teaching the same thing but just in different ways. But it's the same information, people, very much the same information. So, and so if we add 5 plus 6, this gives us 11. And what have we got here? So here is that 15, the word 15, FIFTEEEN. Adding this together gives us 38, as far as I remember. So that's 10, 15, 15, 17, 23, 32, 38. So it's 38. 38 equals 11. Okay. So you can see how 11 is really in the word 15. I didn't do this, people. I didn't do this. Hey, 11, the word 15, 3 5s 15. I didn't do this. Comes to 11. Okay. And 1 plus 5, so you can see how we've got. So basically, we have all the information, and it is at number 15 where everything flows, because the number 11, which it is as well, it's like 11 is the tube, like this. Like this, the two edges of this, if you like, or the edge of this is 11, and the ink inside is the 15, or is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. This is how it is. Let's see the word ink. I think, okay, 9, 5, 2. So this is 14, 15, 16. So this is 7. And of course, we won't go too much into this. The word 7 is full, is the whole creation right there. Okay, so silver is 193459. Adding this together, 10. This is 24, 28, 29, 31. It is 31. I thought it was 30. Okay, 31, of course, because Christ came to do what? To save us. So we can see this is what I've been doing this. I don't go to church and I don't call myself a Christian. But doing numerology, I can see all the rituals, all the structures. When I say all, everything I have done so far, I can relate to the Christian doctrine that seem to like have everything perfect, but not practiced or not preached or not told. It's as if it's done so deliberately for you to get your own calling, to come to this place of understanding why you do what you do. So, for instance, if you're told to do 10 Hail Marys, you've got to be asking yourself, ask the question. If you're told to confess to a man, you know, ask yourself why. What is it that I'm confessing, and why am I confessing to this person? You know, you will find out. Okay, don't know why I went on confession. Perhaps some of us need to confess, and I think it's a daily thing we need to do. So 31. Okay, so when we do, of course, us is, we have seen us, we have done 31 and see what that represents. So 3, if we do 3, this is actually 11, and if we do 1, it's actually 7. Adding this together gives us 9. As you can see, we had 999. So these are the cycles here, and Christ died to save us. This is the cycle. Hence, about the 9th hour and so on. So, why 30 pieces of silver? Let's add the numerical value of all of this. We can look at these separately as well. So, 30, for instance, before we go on, 30 in word form, we can see that it is perfect. PER, this is why. If we do the word, here we are doing it, so it's 7. It begins with 7, which tells us it's a new cycle. There is a cutting away. This is the saw. That's the God of saw. And there we have the God of making. Here, 9, of course, is the God of blessing. 6 is the God who says. And here we have the God, of course, we have another God with the 5 value, which is the God of movement, the God who moved. This Mother Eve is just coming like this. 3 is the God who divided here, and 2 is the God who created. Thank you, Mother Eve. I mean, I didn't plan this. And let's see how many letters here. It's 7 letters. So we have I got one too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 letters, 7 numbers. So we can see what has happened here, and what has been repeated is just 5. The 2 5s, like 2 or 5 fingers, showing in itself that perfection in itself is already showing the seed of the cell. Like 7, we have 7 letters, for instance. Is that 7 rays of light, or the 7 chakras, or the 7 which is all around us, or 7 circles? We have 7 external circles right here, and so on. 7 days of the week, and so on. So let's and this is why it is perfect. Adding this together, this is 5, 10, and 15, 25, 30, 37. So this is why 30 pieces of silver was in perfect match. The price, which is like prize. A price is a prize as well. This is it. And 3, as we could see, is Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or we could say body, mind, and spirit. Right here, 7 to create that 7 of perfection for creation. Okay, adding this together is 10. 10 is MAN, which is 415. Adding this together equals man. which is 10. And this is why Mother Eve's, in her first spell, the first spell, when she says let, the first L-E-T is 3, begins with 3 as well, 5, 2. Adding this together is 10. Can we see this, people? So we are creating after our kind. This is why Christ, 30 pieces of silver, 30. We are beginning with 30. This is going to be a longer video than I imagined, but I just feel that I was etching to do this. So another thing of looking at 10 as well in word form, TEN, and we see that it's also 3 letters. 3 plus 3 is 6. And this is Genesis. Genesis equals 33. So we have 5, 5. Adding this together is 12, which coincides with the zodiac signs, the 12 months of the year, the 12 hours of the day, the 12 whatever else 12 there is, which of course 3 o'clock in the morning, people. Okay, now perhaps 2:30. So we can see why. Because don't you want to know why 30? So all this structure or mathematics or arithmetic, whatever it is, has been drawn perfectly within our own makeup, within our own psyche. It's there. And to show the perfection of that, the word 12, TWELVE, equals 24, which is 6, the 24 hours of the day. Hours. That's hour. Okay. The word hours as well. It's big. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to control myself here. 5, 5, 3, 4, 5. Adding this together, 10, 15, 22, 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. Which is person, Person, people, People, and all of these, when we work it out, comes to 33 or 6. Hence, Christ in all his teaching would tell you to say believe, because that was a ritual. If you believe, believe, BELIEVE. And to not only the ritual, to reverberate the essence of Mother Eve. Right here. Right here, people. Again, 7 letters. 7 letters, which would be quite close. So we had 2, 5, 3, 9, 5, 4, 5. There are 2, 3 fives here, which is denoting newness. Okay. So, and let's look at, so we have 30 is 1, pieces now, and this is how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, which is the number of man. Here, 6 letters, L-E-T, like let. Okay, and then we have another 6 letters for pieces. So this we see is 3. And so we did look at 37 as it is here, and pieces, which is 1, and another way of looking at 1, which I didn't do because we have seen how perfect this was, but it came to 1, and 1 is actually 6, 5, 5, which is 16. Of course, 16. No wonder when you're 16, you know, whatever the laws are around 16. Okay. So 7 is total, and you can see that 37 right here actually encapsulates the whole, which is 1. Everything is 1. Right here. Everything. 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 Yeah, I have to stop myself because Mother Eve is giving me so much information to even to explore 16 and so on, which I've done before, but she's still saying, go on, do it. 1 plus 6, so 1 equals 7 and 6. This is what Mother Eve is saying to do. She's saying to go and show 1 9 6, which is also 16. This is what Mother Eve is showing me. Yeah, so this is 7, so 15 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Adding this together gives us 14. This is the 14 gods we are talking about. This is where Christ comes from, the generations of 14. This is where this equals 11. 11. And of course, if we do 1 1, 1 1 is 7, another 1 is 7, which comes 1 is actually the same value as 16. So you can see Christ came to save, meaning to save man, which we have seen man equals 10 as well and is 1. So it's saying man is, so there are 2 man as well, like 1 1. Okay, because everything is in pairs. Hence, we had Adam and Eve, we had Esau and Jacob, we had Isaac and Ishmael, or we had Cain and Abel. So we see all these, so Christ came too. And of course, Christ too was also, you could say, was it Elijah, that seemed like personified Jesus. So when Jesus said, I tell you, Elijah has come, but they didn't recognize him. So there's that kind of thing. There's also another story that Christ was a twin as well. Jesus was a twin. In fact, I have a very good book. It's really well written. So we have, let's look at 30. If we did this as 30, if we did the numerical value as 30 for hair, we would have the same perfect, wouldn't we? We would have the same thing perfect. So did we do 3 and 7 hair, which showed, I think we did that, which showed 9. So this also showed 9. And 3, of course, yes, so we would have, like, this was 117. And if we did a numerical value for 3, TREE. So I don't want to give you too much to confuse you, so let's leave this here. And so we'll do 28955. Adding this together is 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. So we have this 11 corresponding to the save again, people. We have this corresponding. So we can see that 30 pieces of silver was like a 111, a reset. That was reset. Just like we are having now. Just like we are having now. So, well, and that was a big one, a real big one, because this is still going on. Okay, so as again, if we did the numerical value for 2, TWO, let's just have fun. 2, 5, 6, this would be 13. Of course, 13 is 4. Okay, we have a lot of stuff and a lot of fun with this. 13 also is the deaf number. 4 is like, try not to go too deep into this, but you could see like pieces, for instance. 4 is when we say the deaf number, and the word pieces is like, which is 6. Again, that coincides like with my vision, or not vision, I clearly saw it, that we are the result of an experiment of six women of how shades of brown. shades of brown. 6 women of shades of brown will experimented, and we are the result of that. That is my okay, you get it. Channeling information. And so we have pieces, of course, which is reflecting here 6 letters. And we could see that there is like a twin here, the 2 5s again, which is man. And so we won't go too deep into this, which there is scope for that. And again, if we have this other 3 that we did, we would have another 1 1. This is why when we see 1 1, 11 11, we are in the pieces of. And then silver, of course, which was 4, 31, which there's another 3 as well, isn't there? 3 and 1, so 3 would be 11 and 1 is 7, so this is like 9. So you could see where 11 9 11 comes in, or so this is more or less like 9 11, because this would be 1, and of course, like if we did the 3 and the 7 separately, that would be 9, like we have done here. Okay, so let's stick to keeping things simple, because just so you get it. So 1 here, for instance, is 1 and 3 and 3, so that's 7 plus 4 is 11. There we are, people. I'm just going along with the flow. This is what it's about. So Christ died of the Jesus, Jesus, which is 15131, and that's 5 letters. 5 letters. This is the 5, but that's the demarcation of what he is moving into. Okay, or for equaling men. So there we are. We could see all the 1 1s, because you already are the cell. You carry all this with you. So this is 6 and 4 10 and 1 11. 11. I love it. So this is 1 1. This is the cell that splits. This is the Christ. And so 1 equals, we have done this, so 1 equals 7. You are the 1, like in the matrix. Neo, which is the same words. This is all what the matrix was about. Neo is the same letters. Neo is the cycle. Okay, and so this is 7. Adding this together is the 14 gods here. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 is, this is where Jesus becomes, not just become, is always that, but there's the process. 3, 8, 9, 9. You could see all the 9s now. 1, the serpent is still here. 2. So this is 10, this is 20, 29, 32. 3 plus 2, because 2 is always ready to split again. And there we have 5. Yes. There we are, people. So he comes into this 32. We could also say that he encapsulates all these 32, the anchor. 5, the house. 5, the key. 5, all of those are 5. Anchor is 5. Key. What house is it? A house. HOME is also 5. House is 5. Chamber is 5. so many things, veil, 5, and so on. So we can see this is really interesting, and I would love to do silver as we did like 4. Okay, we've done 4, and we have seen 4 is actually 24. We did this. It's like this is where Mother Eve, and just to show you how everything just comes into completion, where Mother Eve says, let there be light. Let there be what? Light. Light is 11, people. And you see, this is 7. This let there, because whatever is there is also here. Okay. And let is 10, which is 1. So you could see all these ones. 7 comes into the day of rest, and we start again with the 1 1. So you are a leader, you split yourself, and you are in this 2 because you birth, the cell births into, then there is the day of rest, and it begins again. Let there be light. Hence Christ said, you are the light of the earth. So I know that there is so much more to this, and let's just complete by counting all the letters. So we have 2, 4, 6. We also have 6 here, which is like saying the 2 sets of creation. Like I always say, there is 2 creation, and no wonder we have the 2 threes as well. Okay, so we could say that's 12 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 6. 3 6 is 18, and 19, 20. And that's what 2020 was about. And to show how all this is about a new template, is just like we were in 2020. Remember, this is where we're coming from, people. I did this quite a lot already. 20, which is 255. This is a long one. There's 32 on here. And 5 to 7. This is 15. This is 22, 24, 25, 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. We go back to the 2 zeros, which gives us 1 1. We go back to this. Now there's another way of looking at this again, because we were in 2020. 8 and 8 is 16. 16 gives us this. This was the new creation, people, the new cutoff point. Now, so we are moving, there's a severing away, and now we are in 5, the middle channel. So it's like we have been created, the new creation is done, but 5 now, you could say, this is 5, yeah, and the new creation of 7 days, 6 days of creation, 7 day of rest is all in here. Oh, but what I'm seeing here is the 101 right now. Okay, all right. So I was going to say, this reminds me of when they Esau, who betrayed Jacob or something, and he ran to them when they made up, and he fell on his neck. So the neck, it says neck, and which is 5532. We could see this is 15, people. This is 15. This is the 6. So this is what we are saying. The neck is representing all of this right here. The 6, 3, 5, 15, the 6. Okay. So, this is just so delicious. I'm trying to remember where, okay, we were counting the number of letters. So there were 20, and I said 20. Of course, we were in 2020, and we see if it was 2 20s, so 20 and 20. So this was 8 plus 8. Adding this together gives us 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. That's creation. 6 days of creation. And this is how we are the embodiment of all of that. So don't get too worked up with 14 goals. Where are they? They are like this within us, in the 6th and the 7th planet and the 7 chakras and the 7 days, meaning 7 day. Whenever you hear day, is also like they, one who's resting as well. Okay, so all of those things, or the 7th day is also light. It's like saying the 7 chakras, the 7 light, right here. So yeah, a number of letters, did we say 20? Of course. Okay, and of course 20 is 2. Then we say 2, TWO, is 13. And that's who he who created is 8 plus 5 equals 13. And that's how we go through the cycle of death, because this is death. We go through all this and we go through death, which is 1 plus 3, 7, 11. Okay. And that's how we complete our 9th cycle. So I hope you have enjoyed this. We've got 47 minutes here. So this tells us we are perfect. Thank you and stay ignited.